Alright, welcome back to BTS News with HB. So, BTS may be on different paths right now, but their impact continues to ripple across music, fashion, philanthropy, and everyday life. So, in this video, we're going to talk about each member, Jimin's quiet generosity, and Suga's landmark medical center about to open, and V's workout life, and JKRM's workouts as well, and RM's fashion event related stuff, and Jin's fashion event in Milan successfully wrapped up, and JHope's photo change on his Instagram. Alright, so let's start here. We begin today's BTS update with a story that reminds us all that BTS is admired not only for their music but also for their heart. What do I mean by that? So it was recently revealed that BTS Jimin quietly donated 100 million Korean won to support students in Jungkook province. By the way, 100 million KRW to USD. According to today's currency, is about 71,000 USD. Okay, so yeah, quite a large amount. So he donated that amount to support students in Jungkook province. For those of you who don't know, Jungkook is located right here in the Korean peninsula. Does it show? Oh, right here. Okay. Yeah, right here. Okay. So back to that news. And this continues his long-standing pattern of making silent contributions through his father, who conveys Jimin's wishes without public fanfare. And according to the Jungkook Office of Education, so that's a private, government branch. So according to the Jungkook Office of Education, Jimin's father Park Hyun-soo contacted the acting superintendent's office in July to express his son's intention, Jimin's intention. And on September 18th, the money was wired to the Love Scholarship Foundation. And as requested by Jimin's side, no official ceremony or event was held, and the funds will be used to support students from low-income backgrounds. According to the media, since 2019, Jimin has donated 100 million Korean won each to various regional education offices, like including Busan, Jeonnam, Gangwon, Cheongbuk, and Gyeongnam. Funding scholarships, school development initiatives, and book donation projects. And he's been doing this for a long time. And the acting superintendent of Jeonbuk province, Yu Jung-gi, he said, "We deeply thank BTS Jimin for his warm generosity for the future of children. The donations will be distributed fairly and transparently through the Love Scholarship Foundation." So, yeah, there you go. Another donation news. BTS member donation news. And Jimin's donation stands out not only because of the amount, but also because of the consistency and discretion. Over the past 6 years, he has quietly built a nationwide scholarship network, one region at a time. What are the regions? Like Busan, Jeonnam, Gangwon, Cheongbuk, and Gyeongnam. Okay, so across the nation, and without seeking publicity. And for fans, this reinforces the perception of BTS as someone who values humility and long-term impact over headlines. And there's also a generational dimension. Rather than one-off donations, he's effectively laying the groundwork for systematic educational support, systemic. And this suggests that Jimin is interested in sustainable giving, not symbolic gestures. Meanwhile, Jimin's impact is also resonating in the charts. His solo track, Who, that's still popular and has re-entered the Billboard Global 200 and global excluding US charts, climbing 13 spots in both rankings. The song now ties his own Like Crazy with 61 consecutive weeks on the Global 200, making Jimin the only K-pop soloist to hold 2 tracks at the level of chart longevity. And even more remarkable, both achievements came without high-profile Western collaborations, which shows the strength of his music alone, which I have talked about in my previous video too. So, congratulations to Jimin. And Now, let's talk about Suga, the Minyoongi Treatment Center at Severance Hospital. So recently, a Korean army, K-Army, who seems to be working at Severance Hospital, by the way, Severance Pyeongwon is one of the largest, most popular, most famous hospitals in Korea. So this Korean army seems to be working at the hospital. So they shared the name of the Minyoongi Center has been now etched onto the corridor wall inside the hospital. Check this out. Minyoongi Center for the Mind Program. And this person said, 와, 민윤기 치료센터 맨날 지나다니는 복도에 있었다니 헐랭. 지금 은강만 되어 있긴 한데 매일 지나가며 볼 생각에 너무 신나네요. Can't believe it was in the hallway I walk by every day. Oh my gosh. Right now, the sign is only engraved, but just thinking about seeing it every day makes me so excited. And the center is officially set to open on September 30th. 2025. So in a few days. And Severance Hospital shared that news through their official Instagram account. And as you probably know by now, it was made possible through Suga's extraordinary 5 billion Korean won donation. And its mission is to prove integrated therapies for children and adolescents with autism spectrum disorder. And the facility will introduce the MIND program, MIND, which is a music-based social skills initiative co-developed with Suga's input, designed to help nonverbal children express emotions and build connections through music. And Severance Hospital emphasized that Suga is not merely a donor, but a partner who approached the project with empathy and responsibility toward the autism community, which I have covered extensively on my channel through, I think, 3 to 4 to 5 videos, including the interview with Professor Chungana. Now, the same army shared this post also, this one, said, this is an internal hospital email about the opening and plaque unveiling ceremony. I think it's okay to share this part, so I'm posting it here. 헤헤. 개소식 및 현판식 행사 원내메일인데 이것까지 공개해도 될 것 같아서 올려드려요. 흐흐. And it says, invitation letter. And this was sent by Professor Chungana that I mentioned. Chungana 교수. She's a renowned figure in her field, right? And she has collaborated with Yoongi, Suga, for this wonderful project. And the invitation letter reads, greetings, we wish you health and happiness always. Severance Hospital is beginning another step in its journey to be closer to the lives of children with autism spectrum disorder and their families. We warmly invite you to the opening ceremony of the new healing space where music and science meet, the Minyoongi Therapy Center or Minyoongi Treatment Center. The Minyoongi Treatment Center is a new platform built on the foundation of Severance Hospital's accumulated expertise in treatment, research, and community collaboration. Interesting how they use that word platform. This center was made possible through the sincere donation and warm support of world-renowned artist Suga of BTS, Minyoongi. He has gone beyond being a simple sponsor to stand as a companion who seeks to understand individuals with autism spectrum disorder, adding deeper meaning to empathy and responsibility. 세계적인 아티스트 방탄소년단 슈가, 민윤기님의 진정성 있는 기부와 따뜻한 동행에서 비롯되었으며 단순한 후원자가 아닌 자폐 스펙트럼 당사자를 이해하려는 동반자로서 공감과 책임의 의미를 더해 주었습니다. So I like that part. In addition to conventional treatments, the center will run the MIND program, MIND, a music-based social training program designed to improve the emotional well-being and social development of children and adolescents with autism spectrum disorder. Respecting the emotions of those who find it difficult to express themselves through words, music will serve as a natural bridge connecting them to the world. We look forward to this path, beginning with Severance Hospital's expertise, the power of music, and the warm companionship of one artist, becoming a new standard for autism treatment and self-reliance, both domestically and internationally, while also helping to eliminate societal prejudice. Even with their busy schedule, we sincerely hope you can attend and share in this meaningful beginning with us. Thank you. September 2025, Chun-geuna, Director of Pediatric Psychiatry, Severance Hospital, Head of the Minyoongi Treatment Center. So this was an internal email sent to the staff within the Severance Hospital. Okay. Now, of course, while fans expressed excitement at seeing Suga's name, mentioned in this email, which is wonderful, and also inscribed at the Severance Hospital wall, the hospital and official fan accounts clarified key points. What did they say? So in response to many inquiries, we confirmed with the center that the opening ceremony is not open to the public. Whether Suga will attend has not been disclosed, and since some people may plan visits after hearing news of the grand opening through official channels, we want to provide this guidance. Please remember that the hospital is a space for patients, their families, and medical staff to live and work together, so we kindly ask you not to visit. We will be grateful if you could support the opening and future growth of the Minyoongi Treatment Center warmly from afar. So I hope all the fans, armies keep this in mind. And once again, I am excited about this future, about the future of this center. I just wish them great luck, and I hope that the opening ceremony goes super well, whether Yoongi attends or not. Okay, now. Where Jimin's scholarships focus on access to education, Suga's initiative, it addresses healthcare equity, particularly in an area where resources are often limited and stigma remains strong. And we have talked about this before, right? So, and both acts complement one another, expanding BTS impact across different facets of social welfare. And what makes this Minyoongi Center distinct, unique, is that it's a combination of clinical expertise and music therapy. And it demonstrates how an artist's identity and craft can be integrated into tangible social programs, not just symbolic charity, and this isn't only about having pride in Suga's generosity. It's also about seeing music leveraged, used as a scientifically validated tool for healing. And I saw many of you have talked about this too, based on your own experience or expertise. Also, another point worth noting is a scale. 5 billion Korean won represents one of the largest single donations by a Korean artist to a medical institution. So by choosing autism spectrum support, which is a field often underfunded and misunderstood, Suga has positioned himself as a long-term ally to a marginalized community. And thanks to him, I also got to have more interest in this matter and field. And I, in fact, have I talked about this? Read one of the most recent books published by Professor Chun, and it's a really important thing that he's doing and they're doing. All right, so good luck to everyone involved. Now let's shift to something lighter, but no less meaningful for armies. V sharing a glimpse of his everyday discipline. So on September 25th, V uploaded an Instagram story. This one. So the first one has no sound, right? It's him. He went for a run. Is he holding a phone in his hand? Yeah. Wearing a gray t-shirt. Sleeveless. Okay, there you go. This one has a sound. So he's running by the Han River. I cannot locate exactly where he ran. And I hope nobody does. Yep, there you go. random photo of his shoes and shorts. And then there you go, 10.22 kilometers. So yeah, he uploaded this Instagram story showing himself catching his breath after a 10 kilo, or to be exact, 10.22 kilometers run along the Han River. And yeah, his natural visuals always ate. And the post itself reminded fans why he carries the nickname Kim Tajong, Kim kind-hearted, someone who regularly shares small slices of daily life with ARMY. Now, V first spoke about running during a live broadcast on August 29th, when he jokingly announced plans to form an ARMY running crew. He also talked about this with Jungkook, right, during the joint live stream. And he laid out playful conditions, right? No acknowledging him or Jungkook or BTS members for the fact during the run. No overtaking, no negative comments, because that will damage their pride if they run past them, become faster than him. And no photos while he's exhausted, and mutual respect for breaks. And we all laughed at the impossibility of not noticing V. But the rules emphasize what he really wanted, a space where both he and fans could focus on the joy of running without pressure. And it turns out it happened. Because, all right, so in recent Weverse interactions, V has made comments, responses to fans' comments, fans' posts, right? And he revealed that it's been running consistently, even in the rain, and proudly mentioned lowering his body fat below 10%, which is amazing. And when he was asked if he ever encountered fans while running, he admitted that he had multiple times, but he praised ARMYs for being discreet by saying they don't approach me, they just give me a little BTS greeting gesture with an indifferent face, and it makes me laugh. It feels considerate. And V even said that he would like to give something back in thanks, appreciating the respect shown by fans who prioritize his privacy, which is exactly what he wanted. In fact, let's go to, there you go. Let's go to chronological order. September 24th. At night, around 11 p.m. 김태형 씨, 나 진짜 못 버텨요. I really can't handle it. Taehyung wrote, honestly, I really hate running, but I still went out for a run even though it was raining. Tae, how was your day? We even saw you working out in LA here. So they probably saw that YouTube video that I'm about to talk about. But Taehyung said, 잠시만 내 얘기 좀 들어봐. Hold on, listen to me for a sec. And he said, since I started running, guess what? My body fat dropped below 10%, and that duck belly disappeared. And someone wrote, Taehyung, please post a selfie. I miss you. Taehyung goes, wait, can I talk about me for a sec? 잠시 내 얘기 좀 들어봐. Listen to me. And he goes, I think I hit runner's high yesterday. Yesterday, I ordered every single item of the restaurant menu, so I could not run. I couldn't not run today. And said, someone wrote, every time I run, I just want to go home because I'm totally drained. That's why I lived with this duck butt belly for 20-something years. Tete, you're amazing. And he wrote back, you can do it. Seriously, if you keep at it, you get better. I mean, if you really don't improve, I'll take responsibility. 정말 안 되면 내가 책임질게. And someone wrote, that's okay. I don't like running either. I prefer swimming. And he wrote, then if I swim too, will I get better at it? And someone else wrote, 태영아, we armies, or we only think about eating ramen by the Han River. 한강 가서 라면 먹을 생각밖에 안 해. What should we do? And yeah, that's the thing. 한강 ramen. A lot of people enjoy buying like ramen noodle at convenience stores by the Han River and have them while watching the beautiful scenery. Oh, what is it? Oh, there's another meaning for 한강 ramen. That's like a phrase. Han River ramen. So on the one hand, it means enjoying the ramen that you can enjoy by the Han River. Second meaning is ramen noodle where you fail to measure the right amount of water and it's just a lot of water and so not good. Ends up being very 싱거워. What is 싱거워 in English? 싱겁다. Bland. Yes. Very bland. Super bland. Korean phrase of the day. Anyways, so one army wrote that when it comes to 한강, instead of running, they only think about having ramen. And he wrote, there are lots of nice places besides the Han River, such as like 산, the mountain, he wrote. Someone wrote, after work, I go running around 여의도, haha, but while running, have you ever run into armies? And then this is where he explained, so many times. But honestly, everyone's been super gentle. 엄청 많이. 근데 거짓말 안 치고 다들 정말 젠틀해서 말도 안 걸어주고 배려해주고 같이 안 뛰어주고 너가 있든 말든 관심 없다라는 표정으로 방탄 그 인사 제스처 해줘서 너무 좋았고 웃겼어. So I'm not even kidding. Everyone's been super gentle. They don't talk to me. They're considerate. They don't run with me. They act like they don't care whether I'm there or not and just give me the BTS greeting gesture. It's so nice and kind of funny. I cannot believe that. I'm super impressed that this happened. Because do you remember that funny picture that someone made, like Jungkook and V running, and there are a lot of like people dressed in white dresses chasing after them. The funny meme, and Jungkook saw that. No, sorry, V saw that, and he wrote a comment, right? Something like, I think I saw it. Like this one 나의 상상은 현실이 안 되려나. So my imagination, will it not turn out to be true? Oh, where did the photo go? Okay, I guess the photo's gone now. Anyways, that was the comment that I just talked about. Anyways, but it happened. People were super casual about it, seeing him run, and instead of like taking photos or talk to him, they just simply showed him that gesture and be cool about it. So that's super cool. And he also wrote, seeing that there aren't any I spotted Taehyung on social media post, I think they've been really respectful. Next time if I meet them or someone, I feel like I should give them a gift or something. Thanks to that, I've been going to that mountain a lot. So yeah, I'm super glad. What makes this notable is that how fans responded. You know, instead of chasing photos or disrupting him, many people respected his wishes. These acknowledgments of that mutual trust really strengthens the bond. You know, positioning ARMY less as like distant spectators and more as partners in maintaining a healthy environment for the artist. So yeah, I'm glad. Now, after V's solo runs along the Han River, we shift westward all the way to Los Angeles, where Jungkook, V, and RM have been doing the training together during album preparation with a bodybuilder and YouTuber named Ma Sun-ho. So that particular YouTuber and bodybuilder, Ma Sun-ho, uploaded a vlog titled LA Vlog Episode 1, featuring BTS on September 24th. And in that video, he explained that he was in LA, not for leisure, but as a trainer for BTS members who were working on the album at the time. And he shared that his role was to design workout programs, correct form, and train alongside them. And yeah, Jungkook's ripped. And the video featured BTS members fully immersed in their workouts despite their busy recording schedule, and Jungkook drew particular attention for exercising shirtless, revealing his defined muscles, crazy muscles and veins, while VMRM encouraged him with laughter and compliments like, your body looks great. And at one point, V even took over Ma's phone to film, adding to the casual and playful atmosphere. And the members approached training like a team sport, you know, spotting each other, counting reps, and even turning it into a friendly competition. And these muscular arms, and I saw a lot of fans commenting on it. And he also earned praise from Masono, the bodybuilder, who joked that he might not need to return as a trainer after seeing their progress. And Jungkook is known for his endurance, right? And he missed one of the sessions due to shoulder strain. And V jokingly called him a slacker in the vlog, while RM and V carried on training with Mr. Ma. And Mr. Ma clarified that Jungkook rarely skips workouts and only took the day off to recover properly. So this segment was to talk about Jungkook. Well, of course, RM and V were there, and fans were delighted to see this content. And even though Masono has currently, I'm pretty sure subscribers increased after uploading this one, currently has like 300k. The video itself has more than 1 million views, 1.6 million views, which is incredible. With over 10,000 comments. Anyways, like the choice to share this through a trainer's vlog rather than polished promotional content also adds authenticity, because fans see them as they are, sweating, laughing, and pushing through challenges together. So I love that content. Now, after the members' sweat-filled workouts in LA, let's turn to Europe, where RM is stepping into the world of high fashion. So on September 26th, RM departed from Incheon International Airport en route to Milan Fashion Week, Milan in Italy, where he will attend the Bottega Veneta Summer 2026 show on September 28th. And fans sent him off with messages wishing for safe flights, while fashion media noted how seamlessly his presence brings the gap between music, art, and style. Now, RM's connection with Bottega Veneta is not new. He has appeared in Vogue Korea wearing pieces designed by Matthew Blasey, the brand's creative director, and previously attended their Milan runway earlier in 2023. And in his Vogue Korea interview, RM reflected on fashion as a statement of one's attitude and even described it as a form of ideology, subtle yet powerful. And for him, fashion is less about aesthetics alone and more about an extension of his worldview, just like art and music. Let me briefly read this part. You're scheduled to do a Vogue Korea cover shoot at the Korea Furniture Museum. Your fans expect you to take part in such photo ops for some sort of purpose beyond just producing nice pictures. What are you aiming for with the upcoming Vogue cover? It's actually my first time to appear on a cover all by myself, and the publication is Vogue of all things. My fans are right to expect not just photos that are pleasing to the eye, but photos that express who I am, what I'm thinking, what I believe. There are so many other people who have be more pleasant to look at on the cover than me. Since I'm doing this with Bottega Veneta, I also hope the brand's philosophy will come through, but in a less obvious way. Super. Wasn't it also Vogue Korea where RM was featured recently? Or am I? I think so. Didn't I cover like RM's written interview with the magazine? Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it's a different magazine. Okay, let me know if you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, back to the interview. Here is another nice photo. You've exchanged comments on Instagram with Matthew Blasey, Bottega Veneta's creative director, with Blasey welcoming you to the brand family by posting pictures of your campaign. By the way, this interview was from 2023, May 16th. You responded that you were happy to join the effort, and you attended Bottega Veneta's Fall/Winter 2023 fashion show in Milan this past February. Your all-black look was both Bottega Veneta and RM at the same time. You have spoken at length about music and art on many occasions, but you haven't shared many of your thoughts about fashion. What does fashion mean to you? He said, I remember being quite impressed when I heard somewhere that fashion is ideology. This might sound like hyperbole, but I saw some truth in it. I've always thought of fashion as a statement of one's attitude. You can't walk around naked, can you? Well, yeah, I see what he means. Although technically you can. But yeah. Sorry. Fashion seems to give you an elegant and subtle tool for self-expression, but not in a way that forces others to consider and follow you. These days, though, I try not to read so much into anything, partly because I have learned that that kind of habit can eat away at me. Nevertheless, I still love fashion and see its importance. My own fashion has evolved over time, from street style to gothic to American casual to minimal. I try not to read so much into anything. That's notable considering the fact that this was from 2023 May, before his enlistment, right? Anyways, yeah, and that's what I have. And here are more beautiful photos. Him dressed in Bottega Veneta outfits. So, anyways, yeah, and given RM's ongoing engagement with fine art and design, this aligns with the carefully cultivated persona. Someone who uses global platforms to signal a thoughtful, intellectual approach to creativity. And his collaboration with the brand Bottega Veneta isn't about chasing trends, but also about embodying a philosophy of understated elegance. One that matches both his personality and the brand's DNA. So yeah, I'm quite excited how he will pull this off, because it's a continuation of RM's broader project of cultural ambassadorship. By positioning himself in dialogue with leading voices in art and fashion, so to say. He places BTS within global cultural currents, extending their reach beyond music into lifestyle, aesthetics, and cross-disciplinary influence, which is the case with all the members, though, right? Now, from RM heading to Milan for Bottega Veneta, let's turn to Jin, Italy, where he has just wrapped up his own major appearance, this time at Gucci. So on September 24th, Jin attended the Gucci Spring Summer 2026 The Tiger premiere in Milan, which is an unconventional fashion show that took the form of a 35-minute short film directed by Spike Jonze and Helena Regine. And this marked Gucci's first major presentation under creative director Demna, and Jin stood at the very center of global attention as a brand's ambassador. And yeah, the fan screams were so loud whenever he appeared. And yeah, from the moment he departed Seoul, and I have talked about this, right? From the moment he departed Seoul, Jin highlighted Gucci's new direction by carrying the brand's latest bag, and at the Palazzo Mezzanotte premiere, he embodied the collection's central persona, Narcisista, with the minimalist look of a crisp white shirt, black white pants, belt, pendant necklace, and bag. And the ensemble symbolized Gucci's fusion of family themes with Demna's signature avant-garde edge. Wow, that's a very polished description that I got from one of the articles. Fashion is a thing. Now, the event drew global stars including Demi Moore, Edward Norton, and others. It was Jin who dominated the spotlight. Like I said, the fans were super loud. And he earned the nickname Gucci Royalty. A U.S. media outlet like MTV, they wrote we're speechless, while Vogue, Variety, and GQ all highlighted his presence, and Vogue Japan called him a special guest, and GQ India even produced a video pairing his solo track with event footage. By the way, so remember the video that I talked about, the vlog, RM, V, and Jungkook doing a workout, and Jin posted this, getting a screenshot from the video where Jungkook does a workout half naked, and Jin wrote, "야 정국아 찌찌 보인다. Hey Jungkook, I can see your nipple." And what it turns out, fans were able to spot his nipple while he was doing the fashion event, and they cropped, so they edited in his own comment, erased the name Jungkook, and replaced it with his own name, Jin. Hey Jin, I can see your nipple. I wouldn't have talked about this if Jin didn't make this comment. But yeah, that was funny. Once again, proving how unserious BTS and the fandom are. Anyways, like Jin's personal brand has evolved in the global fashion sphere. Unlike a simple celebrity gameo, his presence carry both symbolic and economic weight. And once again, this is the case for all BTS members, because Gucci not only repositioned its image under the new leader, Temna's leadership, but also leveraged Jin's global appeal to drive cultural and commercial impact. And they say that there's this sellout effect of his items, all the items that he wears, and that further strengthens his status as a reliable global ambassador. And where RM represents the intellectual, art-driven side of luxury through Bottega Veneta, Jin channels the charisma and spectacle of Gucci's bold reinvention. So yeah, overall, they highlight the diversity of BTS individual brand power. Each member really occupying a distinct, unique niche within global culture, and I just love it. Now, last but not least, yeah, this was so funny. Last but not least, JHope has updated his Instagram profile picture, which is a subtle shift that caught people's attention, fans' attention. And yeah, it's been relatively quiet for him in recent weeks. So I wonder what his cooking, and this is all I got for him. If you know some news that I'm not aware of when it comes to JHope's updates, let me know in the comments. He did say during the live stream that he did several weeks ago, that he might do another live stream soon, just casually. So we'll see when he does that, if he doesn't. Okay. Oh, speaking of Instagram profile photo switch, RM updated his own with the photo from RPWP era. I love that. That whole RPWP concept and the photos are just, I simply enjoyed it. And it's image of him frowning inside a bath. Maybe it's a cold bath. Anyways, so that's what it is currently. So this week's updates really capture once again the full spectrum of what BTS represents. Role models who give back through donations, artists who challenge themselves, and cultural figures shaping conversations far beyond music, like fashion, for example. And whether it's a scholarship fund, or a hospital project, or a runway premiere, or a single profile picture change, every action resonates, at least from my perspective. So yeah, no matter the stage, BTS continues to matter everywhere. So let me know in the comments which story resonated with you the most this week, or in this video. And as always, when we discuss, let's stay positive, respectful, and classy. I hope RM stays safe and has a wonderful trip. Peace and love. Bye bye.